Hey freshmen, I'm in Schoology. I just posted an assignment. It's down here at the bottom. It's being called Presenting Text Evidence from Romeo and Juliet number 2. And the reason why it's being called number 2 is because up here from March 24th, there was the Presenting Text Evidence from Romeo and Juliet assignment. So this is the second one. It's the same, we're building on the same sort of skills that we've been building on. And in this case, when you open the assignment, the directions say, practice presenting text evidence from a work written in verse by completing the 2 practices from Act 3, Scene 1 of Romeo and Juliet. And you might be saying to yourself, what 2 practices? I don't see 2 practices, but you will in just a second. It's in the materials folder. It's called Practicing Presenting Text Evidence number 2. So I got another folder open. Sorry, another tab open. And that one has the practice presenting text evidence number 2. This is what you need to complete this assignment. It's got the notes from the other day as well, just in case you need them. You may very well, whether or not you're borrowing a single or a partial line, as in Juliet is the sun, or you're borrowing multiple consecutive lines and using end-line slashes and noting the line numbers in the citation. Those notes are there, and here are the 2 practices. They're both from Act 3, Scene 1. You're going to need the lines. But these here are Benvolio's words, and it's from fairly early on in Act 3, Scene 1. And then some of Mercutio's words. And again, you're going to need the line numbers, and you might be saying to yourself, well, where are the line numbers? They're in the same materials folder from the other day when we were working with Act 3, Scene 1, the text. And you may end up needing this text anyway, just to remind yourself, what you want to write for a lead-in, like what's been happening, what's been going on, just to build some context for your reader. So in this first one, actually in both of them, you're being asked to make a transition into this pretend piece of text evidence that you simply can't live without in this pretend argument. You're going to lead into it by offering some context, what's been happening. Don't summarize the text. Summarize what's been happening leading up to this particular moment. Tag these words. Whose words are they? And then present them. Looks like there's 3 lines here, so you're going to need some end-line slashes, some capital letters for the beginning of each of these lines. Anyway, you can check out the notes to remind yourself exactly what you need to present these 3 pieces. And then once you've presented them, you also need a citation. You're being given some of the citation. You just need the line numbers, which again you can find in this document. My suggestion to you is that you write somewhere else and then submit it. So let's say I was just in notes, just messing around, because I'm not a very good typer, but I can imagine that if you were a good typer, that this might be a decent place where you could perfect what you needed to do before you submitted it, and then just copy and paste it when you are ready to submit it. So where's that window? Here it is. And just as always, depending on how you want to submit it, if you were to type it elsewhere or even type it here, you could then say, well, when you're done, and submit it. Or you could copy it from another place and paste it here and submit it. Or if you're one of those people who likes to take pictures, just make sure it's not sideways. I can't read it that well when the picture's sideways. So take the picture and then upload it, rather than taking a picture and uploading it at the same time, because it doesn't always work out as well as you might want it to. Anyway, that's the task. Good luck with it. I know you'll do well.